Dr. Cheyenne Bryant says that you have to penetrate her mind and her heart before you can penetrate her body. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are reacting to another clip from the infamous Club Shay Shay interview between Shannon Sharpe and Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Now, in this clip, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant goes on to explain how men do more for women the longer that they hold the vajayjay out, and how women only want one thing, and how for her you must get into her soul and all this other kind of stuff before you can get to the box. Now, there's some context that we're going to fill in here because, of course, she's going to explain this from the female perspective and from her enlightened and educated perspective, right? So we're going to get into this reaction, of course. Before we do, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And also, if you want to donate monetarily to the channel, hit the Ko-Fi, hit the Cash App, send a super thanks, or you can hit the Cash App because some of y'all don't think it's about the money, but
it's always about the money.
Let's get into the reaction.
Usually want that thing? The more y'all do anyways. The more y'all give and the more y'all do. The only men who won't do more are the men who only want that. So if you want to vet them out anyway, sis, vet them out and watch them show up. A man should penetrate your heart and your mind before he ever penetrates your body.
Okay, so we should penetrate your mind first. Yes. All right, let's go into that. Now, of course, there will be men that will wait, whatever time you deem is necessary to have intercourse with you, right? But as the studies show, and as most of us know here in the real world, in ground zero, right? He will wait for you, depending on how good you look, depending on how valuable he feels you are to him. However, if you think that during this waiting period that you are the only one that he is vaginally penetrating, you are wrong, ma'am. Okay?
Nick, you're stupid.
He do things for you, of course, because he's trying to show you that he cares. Of course, he's going to do things for you because he wants to show you that it's not about that, even though it really is about that, okay? And the anticipation is growing, and he's doing things for you to kind of impress you and all these kind of things, buying you stuff, taking you places, entertaining all of your boring and nonsensical conversations and how was your day and, all these things that you go through. And of course, he's going to listen to you and be like, oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. You know what? We'll try this. And he's going to do all these things to impress you. But at the end of the day, that's what he really wants. He really wants the box. Okay? Let's keep it real. We're men. And again, if you think that he's just waiting for you the entire time, a few weeks, a few months, whatever, unless he just has nobody, which in today's time is very rare, that you're the only one, at least in the beginning stages anyway, that you're the only one, then really, ma'am, you're giving out false information here.
Then you will really experience the true essence of an orgasm anyways. I've had men say to me, if I can't marry you, I don't even want to touch your body.
Who are these men that you speak of, ma'am? I want to meet this guy that, you know what? I believe it's even the guys that she's talking about that are, I guess, somehow educated or, more enlightened or have more money. I believe that still these men are selling you a dream. I've had men tell me that I can't marry you and penetrate you. That sounds really good, doesn't it? It sounds like this man has high moral fiber and all these kind of things. Okay.
Now, that's a man who isn't a sucker. That's a man who is of age, a mature age.
Really?
Who is ready to have a wife. And he is no longer so superficial in his thinking that the best thing about a woman is her sex.
I'm sorry, I gotta keep pauses, but it's 2025, ma'am. What else can the average woman bring to the table, the proverbial table, besides that? All right? If you're a man, you're making money, all right? You're at the top of whatever profession you're in, whether you're the CEO or a dish digger, you're the top of whatever that you're doing. and you have aspirations to do more in whatever line of work or wherever you're going in life, you have ambition. What else does a woman offer? I mean, of course, yes, you want the feminine companionship and those kind of things, and all those things feel good and they're great, right? But again, if you're trying to be the top dog to where you're the provider male, as they call it, right? So you don't need anything from her physically, right? Tangibly, you don't need anything from her. What else do you want besides exclusivity in a relationship and exclusive access to the box? What else do you want?
Nick, you're stupid.
What else do you have to bring? Come on, Cheyenne.
He's finding value not only different in women, but watch this, in himself.
Sounds good.
Because I only get to experience the parts of you that you've already given you.
These big words and stuff.
And so a man who only sees value in a woman being just sex is a man who doesn't see value in himself.
Really?
It is just, we are just mirrors to each other. I see value in myself. That's why casually you cannot make love to my body. Because I don't see value in casual sex. I don't see value in an orgasm without being connected to you, without being committed to you, without having access to your home or to who you are or what you do. I don't see value in that. An orgasm doesn't do it for me, but your heart does, your commitment does, your time does, right? Mm-hmm. Your thoughtfulness.
Yes.
That's what I want. Then you can take me to Bora Bora. Then we could be tearing Bora Bora up and you could be tearing me up in Bora Bora. But until then,
it ain't happening.
You're going to access me, love me, you're going to pursue me, you're going to court me, and I will do the same with you.
Okay, y'all.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Now, Cheyenne Bryant is in what, her mid-40s, maybe, early 50s, if that. I would say mid-40s. I didn't look it up myself, but y'all can tell me down in the comment section. I'll look it up later. How many wiener slaps has she taken to the forehead, okay? How many zinc shots has she taken to the eye and the nose and the forehead before she came to this thought process that, you know what, I want your time, I want your commitment, I want this and that before you can penetrate my body, okay? You're coming to that now because you've already been penetrated 6 ways to Sunday already. So what are we talking about here? I mean, of course did Cheyenne Bryant say in her 20s say that? Huh? Did Cheyenne Bryant at 30 say that? But Cheyenne Bryant at 45, 50s now is saying all this, fluffy stuff that, and now I want this and that, all this emotional, mental crap before you can get to the box. I mean, come on, man. Again, this all sounds really great. But again, what you're saying right now and your age and everything about you is really proving men right. That they don't come to this until they're older. You had all of your fun. You was on the podcast with Paul Pierce talking about how, you've been with this guy on and off for 5 years and just blah, blah. So, I mean, really cut the bullshit, man. I mean, who are we talking about here? Who are you, Cheyenne Bryant? Talk to me.
And then by the time we do what we're doing, it will be fireworks. People are having horrible sex too because all they doing is casually. And they're calling freaky good sex.
Yeah.
I mean, what is
and
it?
this is why nobody, but how come sexual relationships aren't even lasting? If it's so good, why y'all not the same person for years at a time? I'm confused. Because it ain't good. It's freaky. It's something you can get anywhere you go. That's what makes it casual.
So now freaky isn't good no more? And you keep talking down on casual encounters. But again, how many casual encounters have you had over your life to now you're downplaying? Now, okay, well, it's not good. But you're still single not married with no children. Now, get back in the last video, you said that, well, it's a high commodity now for a woman in her 40s and 50s and 60s and not never be married and not have any children, which we know that is a bald-faced lie. I mean, for a woman your age to never have that, it's a red flag. Okay? And don't at me in the comment section. It's not the same for men that it is for women that have to not be married and have no children, all right? Could it be a red flag for men? Yes, but it's way more red flag than it is for women than it is for men, okay? It's not up for discussion. This is crazy.
When you plug into a man or a woman and y'all are having real sensual sex that is nasty, not just freaky,
Not just
you can't get that anywhere.
really.
That's a fusing.
What about nasty
connection.
freaky?
You can do freaky and nasty, but as long as it's fused and connected
Yeah.
on a deeper level
Connected,
than just
deeper level.
casualty, and that means the orgasm isn't what we are thriving for, it's the act and the engagement of the sex that's orgasmic within itself. See, that's grown people talk. You kids, y'all having this little high school sex. Y'all doing that little rabbit shit still. We don't want that. We don't want that. You can keep that right over there. Right over there.
I thought the further the trip, the freakier and the nastier it got, doc.
Listen,
That ain't how it is. Come
the
on.
further the trip
Yeah.
to my heart, to my safe space,
Heart, safe
to my
space.
mind, to me accessing everything, your cell phone, everything you have.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. She wants access to your cell phone, your social media, your bank accounts. She said before you can get to me, before you can get all this, that not only I want your time, I want your commitment, I want your trust and everything else. I also want access to everything that you have, digitally. I want your bank account. She didn't say bank account, but social media, all that, your cell phone password, all the stuff. So that way I know it's just me, right? So does that really point to an insecurity in Cheyenne Bryant? I don't think she'll ever admit this, but the fact that you want all this stuff before I can say that we're in a committed relationship where now you're gonna be nasty and freaky with me, and our orgasms are gonna be the best I've ever had in my entire life after I pretty much give up my whole life to you? Come on.
Nick, you're stupid.
What? Okay.
Is the more sex we have. That's the nastier that a woman who loves herself and respects herself will get. The more that you create an environment that I can trust you in, that I am safe in, it's not about freaky. I'll never say no. About whatever as long as I have the capacity to do it and take it, I will capacity and bound with you. But I gotta be safe. I gotta have access. And there has to be transparency.
They say, I read a study that say the more educated the woman is, the freakier she is.
Facts.
I'm just saying, I read that.
Facts.
I read that in Cosmo.
The facts.
I showed it.
Shout out to Cosmo. Shout out to Cosmo.
Yeah, you
Cheers,
did Cosmo.
Cosmo.
Huh?
Yeah.
For real? Mm-hmm. How many degrees you say you got?
6.
Oh, my goodness.
6.
Jeez. That's cold shot.
Boy, I tell you, the only person that's got more degrees than her is Dr. Umar Johnson. I mean, come on now.
Nick, you're stupid.
So, in order for you to have a safe space, to feel like you're safe and you're, in this great environment bubble, you have to have all these prerequisites, all these, how should we say, standards in order to get good box from Cheyenne Bryant, right? So you want all these emotional, mental things. You want all these physical things. I mean, y'all, tell me this, y'all. Do y'all think that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is masking her insecurities as a woman as somehow a safe space, as security? That if you give me all these things, then I'll be the best woman you ever had. So again, how many of these things have you taken in order to? How damaged have you been over time to where you need all this stuff to feel secure in a relationship? Is that mature to the average man? Okay? Or we're having this little boy sex now because we're not being freaky because we're just doing it casually. It doesn't make any sense to me, y'all. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it down in the comment section. We gonna be out here. We'll come back here soon. And with that being said, thank you for attending another episode of the Working Man Podcast. I am your host, Nicholas J. Fury. Let me know what you think about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's thoughts about penetrating her body and having all these other things before you can get there. Let me know what you think about all this crap down in the comment section. And as always, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell to be out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.